Alright, it's a beautiful Saturday morning here in central Louisiana, just 4 miles west of Dry Prong. The sun's shining, the temperature is moderate, and I pulled the tarp back off to take a look again at what I'm facing with this Sierra 1946 John Deere B. It does have cast rails, which tends to put it around the wartime vintage. I'm not sure, whenever I get the manuals in, I'll be able to check the casting numbers a little better and figure out what I've got there. But there's a lot of bits and pieces to deal with here. The good thing is that it is free, so that's good. And I mean, the cylinders are not stuck. Magneto looks relatively well kept. For you that don't know, this is the magneto. It provides the spark for the ignition, for the spark plugs. And just looking in, again, like I say, this tractor was prepped and painted long before I got it. And it was, some spots they did a good job, some spots, you know, over time they chipped and carried on. I postulate, it's a big word for Robert Willie, postulate, that this tractor was owned by an elderly gentleman who started restoring it, and he died. And none of his children had any interest in it. So it ended up going to auction after a year or so. And it has set out unheated, and pictures I will put on in my video shows where they didn't completely drain the head to block the engine of water, and it cracked, probably froze and cracked. But I have a replacement head en route. I was able to find one. It's not perfect, but it's not cracked. It'll take a little bit of cleaning and working to get it prepped, but I did find a replacement head for it. It has a lot of good bones about it. It's, like I say, it's another challenge. I thought this one would be an easier challenge, but I guess if somebody comes and asks if I say it's an easy challenge, you probably ought to figure it's the other way around. But it does have the starter with it. It's an electric start. That's the starter, so that is good. And this is a Wyco magneto. As I say, it's in pretty fair shape. The cap's in good shape. The terminals here are good shape. I haven't pulled the plugs on this to see what kind of condition they're in. They should be all right, but you never know. And this is the pressure relief valve. For the models that you hand started, you opened this so it would let the pressure make it easier for you to spin it. And then once it got started good, you closed it, and then that improves your performance because you had better compression. But again, it's green, and everything else I've got's red, so I guess I'm gonna have to buy some green paint, because to paint this red would be sacrilege. And there are some here in this part of the world who would string me up if I painted this red. So I'm gonna continue with its green and yellow theme and see if I can't get it back running. Who knows when, because there's so many ahead of it. But right now I'm just accumulating parts. But it's, as I say, been a great day here, 4 miles west of Dry Prong. It's very pleasant, even if the acorns are continue to try to pelt me on the head here at dropping off these little oak trees today. But it's a nice sunshiny day. It's enjoyable, and y'all enjoy your day too. Have a good one.